Hello friends, in last class we have started about class and we concluded with the things that inside class all the properties and functionality defined are by default private. Private means even the object of the class cannot access anything outside from the class. And public means the thing which can be accessed outside from the class also. I repeated public also. So yes, by default the member of class are always private, but we can define some of its member as a public also. I'm repeating, by default the member of class are always private, but we can define some of its members as public also. By default the member of structure are always public, and by default the member of class are always private. So we can define some of the member of class as public also. By default the member of class are private. So syntax you can see, class example, properties and functionality. By default these all will be private. You, if you want to write private, you can write, and always remember in front of private and public always colon comes, and thereafter I have written public colon. So whatever written below to this public will be public. Properties and functionality. So class has two sections, private and public. By default, the properties and functionality are always private. You can define some of it, or some of its members as public also. And why you are defining? Because if you will not define, you cannot access any of the thing outside from the class. Why you have done this? For the security reason. Look, I am giving you an example. You will understand it better. Let's suppose I am going to your home, and in your home there are two rooms. One is drawing room, and one another is bedroom. Now, if I want to access anything which is kept inside bedroom, will I go in your bedroom? No, obviously not. I'll request to you that please bring this for me, and you will bring it for me, and then I'll take it. The same thing is happen inside the class also. Inside the class, object can only access the public members, not private. Yes, public members can access private members. So within the class, private can be accessed, but outside from the class, even the object of that class cannot access the private member of the class. Object can only access public. So indirectly you are accessing. So you are looking here, security has been increased. So the properties, variables declared inside the class are known as data member, and the functions defined inside the class are known as member function. Collectively, they are known as data members. And this private and public are known as visibility modifier or access specifier. As its name implies, it is saying that where you can access this private and public members. So let's take an example of class, how you will declare a class test. So I said you, if you want to write private, you can write. If you don't want to write, you cannot write. So if you are not writing, by default it is private. If you are writing, it's okay. So I have written private int data1 float data2. So data1 and data2 are private. So where it can be accessed, it can be accessed only within the class, not outside from the class. Now you are looking, there are two functions, function 1 and function 2, defined as a public. Now tell me, this function 1 can access data 1? Yes, of course. Why? Because this function 1 is defined inside the class. Function 2 can access data 2? Yes, of course, because this function 2 is defined inside the class. But if you are creating an object of test class, that object cannot access data 1 and data 2 outside from the class. So data 1 and data 2 can be accessed within the class. Now, what object can access? Object can access function 1 and function 2, because function 1 and function 2 are public. When class is defined, only the specification for the object is defined. So I told it many times, class is just a blueprint. No memory or storage is allocated. So in the last session, I have discussed about it. Memory is only allocated for the object, not for the class. To use the data and access functions defined inside the class, you need to create object. How to create object? Like you are creating an integer variable, int a. The same thing, class name, and then object name. that simple object has been created in C++. So the same example you are looking here, class test. There are two things defined in private, data1 and data2. In public, there are two functions, function1 and function2. Now you are looking class has been closed, so semicolon is there. Now inside main I have created, so you are looking main is outside from the class because main is the entry and exit point of any program. So you have created two objects, O1 and O2. Now tell me, can I access O1 dot data1? So how to access the member of class using the object of class? Same like as a structure, you can use object name, dot operator, class member name. Now tell me O1 dot data1 equals to 5. Is it right? No, obviously not. Why not? Because data1 is private, cannot be accessed outside from the class. O1 dot data2, not possible because that is also private and private cannot be accessed outside from the class. Now, can O1 access function1? Of course, it can access because it is public. It is defined inside public. Can O1 access function2? Yes, of course, O1 can access function2 because this is public. How to access data member and member function in C++? So I have repeated everything. So let me tell you, you can access the data member and member function by using a dot operator. For example, O2 dot function1. This will call function1 because function1 was defined as a public, it can be accessed. Similarly, the data member can be accessed O1 dot data2. It is important private member cannot be accessed. So if you are writing O1 dot data2 in the given code, that will give an error that cannot be accessed. So you can use O1 dot function1, then you can access that automatically O1 dot data. Now, there is a class again, class test, data1 and data2 is defined as two properties. In public, there are two functions, insert integer data and insert float data. Okay, so take care about this code. There are two member data1, data2. Insert integer data, which is receiving an integer argument assigned to data1. Yes, inside the class I can access data1 and insert float data, and that is accepting the value from the user. Data2 that is defined inside the class, that is okay. Now look at the main method. I have created two objects O1 dot O1 and O2. So O1 and O2 cannot access data1 and data2 directly, but O1 and O2 can access both the functions. So that is accessing here. The simple thing, I have shown you the output. You can copy the program and compile it and run it. So classification is here. Whatever I said that is written in this slide, you just need to take care two things. Private member cannot be accessed outside from the class. Even the object of the class cannot access the private member of the class outside from the class. And the second important thing, public member can be accessed outside from the class by using the object of that class, and private member can only be accessed within the class. That's all. If you are remembering these two important points, your class concept is very clear. There is one more example is given here. There is a class box I have taken. There are some public properties defined, length, breadth, height, and inside the main method, because these all are public, you can access by using the object of the box. So you are looking, I have created two objects, box 1 and box 2. So by using box 1 and box 2, you can access length, breadth and height and manipulated its volume by using box 1 dot height into box 1 dot length into box 1 dot breadth. Again for box 2 dot height, box 2 dot length and box 2 dot breadth, you have multiplied and assigned it to volume and displayed it. So yes, you can define the properties in public section also, and that property can be accessed by the object also. Now if you will look this picture, you will understand what is class. Class is a keyword. I am just explaining what we have seen till now. So class is a keyword. Class name is a valid variable name, any name you can give. Then you can specify access specifier, either private or public. By default, the member are private. You are seeing here one more thing, protected is written. You do not need to worry about protected because we'll discuss it protected while we will study about inheritance. Then you have defined properties, and then you have defined functions. You can access all the class members by using the dot operator. Means by using dot operator, you can access the public member. All the class member you cannot say, because private member cannot be accessed outside from the class, even though the object cannot access the private member of the class. So for accessing the public member of the class by using object, you can use dot operator. And again, I have in the slide it is written protected. Don't worry about protected. We'll discuss it while we'll study about inheritance. So just you need to take care about public and private till now. There is some more example I have given in the slide that you are looking. I have created a class and assigned. So all the members are public. So because public member can be accessed by the object you are looking here, you can compile